Hello, this is Cassandra Pickett from the Small Business Network. I'm your TV radio personality host. This is episode 268. Thank you for sharing your evening with me at 7 p.m. I'm here on time, just 3 minutes. But we talked last week and wanted to kind of finish up. Well, I'm not going to finish up. It's just things have changed, and it changed in a matter of like 5 minutes. So I'm going to stay on this wave of healing, this series of healing. So I was going to go through a whole lineup about some things you need to do, but what I want to do today, we're going to talk about the elements of healing, but we're going to talking about the, and I got some notes here, so you're going to have to excuse me tonight. Healing of the mind. We want to help you to change your mindset. We want to help you to get those things that, just to help you, so we deal with a lot of trauma. We have a lot of issues, right? We got it. So tonight I'm going to actually give you some scriptures, things that have helped me. So um, here again, just kind of give you a little backstory. So Sunday came to you to talk to you about the elements of healing, and just kind of gave an introduction. But Sean White and myself actually had a segment that it was 45 minutes to an hour, and we talked about just different things of healing. Actually, Mr. White is a transformational coach, so this is some of the things he does. So, me here again, just my experience. So we're going to just talk about just a few little things about helping you with that trauma with your mindset. We're going to help you because the longer you focus on what's ailing you, and I'm not talking about when I say healing, I'm talking about like forgiveness, and forgiveness comes healing, and then you can move on with your life. I'm not focusing on the elements of your body. That's not a place that I'm willing to go in. But if you have unforgiveness, and bitter can set in, and hatred and sickness can come in. But that's not where I'm going at. When I'm talking about healing is if someone has wronged you or you have wronged yourself, sometimes we self sabotage. So we're talking about getting your mindset to heal those things, to help you to move forward and to become a better version of whoever you are or you want to become. So with that being said, I'm just going to just deal with the mindset today. I'm going to deal with the mind, um, how things need to be, how you need to think positive. Think positive. What you want, wants you. Mr. Deli used to tell me this all the time. What you're wanting wants you. But how do you get it? And the way to do those things is basically to start thinking of positive thoughts, having positive thoughts, thinking about um, hey, you know, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? Because as long as you dwell on negative things, you're going to get negative problems, negative issues, negative whatever you want to call it. It's going to surmount. But once you start changing your mind, and once you start saying, "I want to change," then all the forces going to come at you. That's just what happens. I'm gonna be real about that. um, but you got to stay. You got to stay the course because that's the paradigm. That's that paradigm shift that you're really making. So one of the things that I have really started doing is, people talk a little about, everybody's talking about all this meditation and affirmations and some of those things. So I have a few too. And so what I wanted to come and talk about is just a couple of scriptures that is helping me. And the first one that I wanted to mention was Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And where it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Now, it's the the NIV. So there's going to be some things that's kind of a little different. That's okay. It's still the same thing. So here again, we're talking about the mind. So if you want some things to change, that means that you got to commit your ways to God. or whoever you believe in, universe or whatever. It's really all about the same. But I'm a Christian, so I'm going to speak from that point. I'm not here to preach to anyone. I'm just telling you what works for me. We already established that, right? So that's one of the scriptures that I go to. When I tell you that I got some bumps, bruises, some scrapes, and all kind of stuff. I got scars. Okay. So, but when I started really changing my life, this thing became real easy. It wasn't hard as I thought because I made up in my mind, not anyone else. I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me. That I can't no longer live the way that I was living. Not saying that it was bad. I was running out here going to clubs. I don't have that kind of story. I just wasn't a believer as I should have been. So some people had this story that they were laid out, they were doing this. I don't have that story, and I'm not going to make up no story so anyone could whatever. Because you can be a good soul person, but if you don't have you don't have the will, it's just not going to be there. We already know that. We're just going to motivate you a little bit, and then I have some affirmations I want to talk to you about too. And then I have so I don't mess up these scriptures because sometimes you can. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am nervous. And most times when I'm nervous, I talk fast. So just roll with me. My other scripture that I go to help me to settle me is Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So the thing of it is when you with me, I'm just using Cassandra Pickett. Cassandra Pickett needed some work done. So I had to go back and do my first works, what I knew to do, what my mother taught me, what my environment did. So basically going back to what I knew. Most times you'll find out you go back to what you know. And that's what I did. I went back to what I knew. And this is what I know. And it is working for me. Are you going to have some, here again, you're going to have a lot of trials and all that good stuff. Fine. But there's no better life that I'd rather have than this one right now than to be dependent on something else that I don't know nothing about. I know this works, okay? Then we have another scripture. I have two more, and then you know we're going to um, give you some affirmations to help with the mind. And I'm going to come back and here again, like I said, um, I'm going to come back and really just deal with this healing. But the mindset today. Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. So you have these plans, right? You get married, you get out of college and get married, you want the perfect life, then you have a boy, you have a girl, then you do this and do that. Yes. Thank you, LeJune. I appreciate you. Stick with me. Um, and you want this perfect life. And if you check my Facebook page, I got a picture where, hey, straight, this is my plan. But God plan is up here, all around, roller coaster, this, that, and the other. And you're like, well, I ain't playing for that. You're right, but he sustains you. Okay. And he gives you the strength to and the ability to do what you need. And here again, you gotta want it. You really do. You gotta want it. I have one more, and then I'm gonna so thank you for bearing with me. And of course, it's Joshua 1:8, where it says, keep this book of the law always on your lips, meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. And then it has something else. I think hold on a second. So basically, 1:8. I'm gonna make sure I got that full scripture. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. And so I normally don't do this, so y'all have to thank you for working with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So with that being said, okay, be strong. Yep, yep. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you'll be prosperous and successful. That's what you want. Everybody wants success. We chasing it. Just kind of gave it to you. Meditate. Everybody's throwing these words out. Meditate, meditate, meditate. And I totally agree. These are the scriptures that I meditate on to help me with my mindset, to help me to heal. I had to first, in order to heal, you got to identify what your issues are. I'm not here to say, sometimes, people trauma is what your trauma is, what your issue is, what your issue is. I'm here just to help, just to show you what I have done to help me to get over that course of that forgiveness. So with that forgiveness, it was basically, I have to heal from it. And I couldn't say, well, it's such and such problem. No, it's my problem. But you want to have those positive thoughts, those positive things in your mind. Because if your mind is tricky, it's going to go back to that thing, that person, that event, whatever it was. So if you keep your mind positive, after a while, time will heal itself, and you can go on, and you can pursue. But if you don't have anything in it, you can't get nothing out, right? What goes in comes out. So if nothing is in, nothing comes out. But if you put something in there, you can get something out. Okay. And it's so true. Whatever you think, that's who you are. So if you think you are the best, you're the winner, you are. I don't care what anyone says. You are the best. You are a winner. You can do all things. You can. But if you say, well, I don't know, this never don't work for me, then it won't. It just won't. But you said it. You spoke it. So we're speaking positive things. I can do this, Some affirmations that I saw, Tracy Edmond, I was just looking, and now, you have these Instagram where you can really reach people and get things from them. And I was like, oh, this would be good to say, because I'm always seeking, as I tell anyone, anything that I'm doing, it comes to you first. And it literally comes to you first. So also with this mindset, you want to have peace. And I saw this thing on here. I don't know who wrote it, but it says inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control your emotions, your mindset. You don't need to be controlled. It's your mindset. These affirmations that I'm going to give you that will help you. And it says, I am letting go of the things that don't serve me. Anything, anybody, I don't care. If it don't serve you, you have the power to walk away from it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? This is another one. I won't settle for anything less than what I deserve. If you know you deserve it, you're worthy of it, go for it. Don't settle for less. That's the problem. We settle for, you see this pen? This is a nice little pen, right? But if you're going to go to an executive event, I'm just using this pen, and you want them to see that you're serious, I'm not taking this pen. So I'm going to go out and buy me a nice writing pen, because people look at every single thing, But if you at those events networking, people want to say, oh, hi, what you write? Your writing instrument. Get the best. Don't just go up in there raggedy. Don't do that. Just trying to help you. The other one, I surround myself with people who inspire me. That's perfect. And get around people who support you, who want to see the best from you, who supports you and your vision. Whatever your vision is, your dreams, your goals, that support you. And I thank God that God is sending me people, and I'm meeting people that, now I ain't telling everything, but that, that supports me. And I support them. We support each other. That is so important. I mentioned my cousin. He's not on here. He may But listen, I'm gonna just tell you something about him in just a second. But I'm gonna use this one too. Um, I let go of all my doubts and I live in faith. This is a faith walk. When I say this is not easy, what I'm saying is this is a faith walk. Okay? Faith walk. Period. Faith walk. But getting back to who inspires me, I talk about various people because, I do have a tribe of folks that have been there for me and still continue to be that my circle is tight. But one in particular cousin, his name is John Jr. His name is John Pickett Jr. And he lives in Texas. And we connected on Facebook several years ago. And when I say he would come up with with these sayings, and I was like, what's going on, But I listened. I would just listen to him. And well, what you doing? How your day? He was the most positive person I could ever meet. And hey, my day is good. And anytime that I would say something that was contrary to that, oh no, we can't do that. That's the people you need in your life. Oh no, we can't hear that, And I told him I was going to mention him, so I hope he's checks it out later. But he was like, "Oh no, we're not going to do that." And you have to stop people because if you don't, they just go on and on and on. And they want you to get on that train with them. Don't, because it'll bring your spirit down. And well, they not spirit. Everybody talking about energy, right? Your energy goes down. So you want to watch how the energy that you're giving out and putting in. You can't let people taint it. But the thing of it is, like I said, it's the mindset. You got to want to change. You got to want to heal. You got to want to heal from those things that has traumatized you, or you don't live there anymore. You don't live there. But you got to put something in your mind to say, you know what? I'm better than this. And I had to do that. I mean, I have a story to tell. When God released me, if he released me, I'm going to pray about that thing, because some things you don't want to tell, some things you want to keep it real close to you, and you just tell what you need and move on. But, I do have a story. I got a few. Got it, like I said, scrapes and bruises, but I'm going to tell you, I couldn't have done it on my own. I couldn't have done it by myself. And you saw God in every single facet of my life when it happened. And when it's time, I tell you, but, today we're talking about healing of the mindset. Here again, I just want to hit you with those. This thing is, I'm going to do a series with this. I might as well. And at first, I'm just going to just say, here's some things you could do. Then I said, no, I changed really right within 5 minutes of me coming on. So I said, I start with the mind, and then we'll start talking about some exercises of journaling, some things to self-care. Self-care is important. This is all the same. And self-care can mean something different from you. My self-care is go buy some shoes. Okay, that's my self-care, and I'm satisfied. But your self-care could be getting a manicure. Your self-care could be getting a massage, whatever that means to you. I got a place I get ice cream. I mean, I eat sherbet, but I call it ice cream. But it's the same. So, but it's the calories. You gotta be careful with that. But at any rate, what serves you? What makes you happy? All decent in order, but what makes you happy? So next week we're gonna talk about self-care. So today was talking about healing of the mind, the elements of healing, and healing that mindset, getting positive things, doing some different things to propel you to move forward so you can be that best version of you. And so next week we're going to talk about self-care, okay? So LeJune Gray, thank you so much. My sister Carla Miller, and any other person that's going to be on here listening, thank you so very much for your support. I really do appreciate y'all. Remember, we are here to inspire, to influence, and be impactful in your life. My name again is Cassandra S. Pickett. I'm with the Small Business Network. This is episode 268. I am your TV radio personality. Please go out here and do hashtag live where you will see the healings, you will see the forgiveness, you will see the goals, you will see the doors, you will see these different podcasts that I've done. Thank you so very much. And if you want to reach out to me, please do. You have, some of you have my personal number. Please, if you want to come on here one day and just vibe out with me, you can. But we got to be on the same page now. I can't have you over there left and I'm right. Okay? And Facebook, YouTube, I have those out here. Thank you again for giving me your time. I hope you've been blessed by this. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and be safe. God bless. Peace out. Love you.